Trying not to be late.
That's 6 foot right there. Mark. Yeah.
Okay, we're looking for Rick.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that better?
He lost his music.
You lost Rick.
He lost his music. He said, I gotta go find my music. Wait. Oh, yeah. I like how we can
Can't just wing it?
Just if you just remember it. Yeah, no problem. Hi, River.
Cheers.
All right, we got it. I mean, I know my cousin. Not her.
She's I guess actually more like this now. No, I still think of her.
Whoever you are, we welcome you. Wherever you come from, we welcome you. Whoever you love, we welcome you. Whoever you are, we welcome you. Wherever you come from, we welcome you. Whomever you love, we welcome you. Whoever you are, we welcome you. Wherever you come from, we welcome you. Whomever you love, we welcome you. Whoever you are, we welcome you. Wherever you come from, we welcome you. Whomever you love, we welcome you. Whoever you are, we welcome you. Wherever you come from, we welcome you. Whomever you love, we welcome you. Whoever you love, we welcome you. Whomever you love, we welcome you.
We come in a variety of colors, shapes, and sizes. Some of us grow in bunches. Some of us grow alone. Some of us are cupped inward, and some of us spread ourselves out wide. Some of us are old and dried and tougher than we appear. Some of us are still in bud. Some of us grow low to the ground, and some of us stretch towards the sun. Some of us feel like weeds sometimes. Some of us carry seeds sometimes. Some of us are prickly sometimes. Some of us smell, but all of us are beautiful. What a bouquet of people we are. Welcome to People's Church. I'm Bob Davis. I'm a member of the Sunday Services Committee, but I'm also going to be directing the service today. In keeping with our tradition, this is the flower service. More about that later. People of all ages are expected to remain in the commons area here. There is child care in the nursery behind us here for toddlers and infants. There are plenty of fidget materials at the back table there and in baskets for those that have hands that must be creative at all times. People's Church is a member congregation of the Unitarian Universalist Association. Here we strive to be a welcoming community serving our diverse world. We only ask that you come with an open mind and open hearts as we explore what it means to be human in this interconnected world, using all knowledge that can be available to us. Here, new questions are as important as answers, and answers get modified as new knowledge appears. Welcome to all. I have a string of announcements for everybody here. We have a white elephant sale coming up soon on Saturday, June 21. There's a table out in the lobby with additional details. Rain or shine, this will come at 9 a.m. and last till about 2 p.m. Items needed and donations include kitchen household items, home decor, collectibles, holiday decor, toys and games, jewelry, small furniture, crafts, books, bikes in good repair. But the key thing is these items must fit in the car, in the back seat of a car or a trunk. We don't want gigantic things that take 6 people to load into the back of a pickup truck. So things also we won't be accepting are cosmetic and personal care items, clothing, computers, and exercise equipment. We still need volunteers to help, and there's sign up on the back table and online. Volunteers to set up and take down on the day of the event, and ones to go with Rick Johnson around, he's here someplace, and deliver signs and that sort of thing. Be a Rick Rider. And let's see. And there may also be a need for volunteers still to be downstairs when we're accepting donations. Secondly, Peace and Nature Camp registration is open and there's information out in the lobby. Still a need for various donations of funds and food for that. Next week, our summer service format begins. The Commons will be set up in a circle, and we'll be having many of the parts of the service will be the same, but instead of having a minister stand up and lecture to you, or we're going instead to have short presentations by members of our community about things they care about, followed by a discussion period, small group discussions, and we'll have several questions, 3 questions in the order of service for people to discuss in these small groups. I always look forward to these summer services as they're a great chance to get to know each other on a deeper level. Annual meeting ballots. At our annual meeting, we agreed to put certain things on our ballot, and that ballot is now available on the web. You should have also received some in the mail if you did not vote already. And Eli, in the office, if you haven't gotten a ballot, has additional ballots there. So please participate in our democratic process. We need to approve the budget and approve the slate of Board of Trustees and nominating committee. Troop 292 is out in our parking lot out there, and they have a walk-through trailer full of flowers that didn't sell at their event yesterday. Those flowers are free to us as a thank you for being their sponsoring church. So please, if you need a church or need a flower, go out there and grab a flower. If you want to donate something to them, you can, but the flowers are free. They're hoping that all the flowers disappear and none of them have to be thrown away. Finally, after the service today, our new art wall artist is going to be here for a reception, and Gay Walker will help lead that event. I'm sure it'll be wonderful. And now, we're going to have our introit, and while we're singing, if you have flowers that you haven't brought forth to put in a vase, please do so now.
Oh, wait. Yep, I invite everyone to rise and body your spirit to sing this song together. Ooh, I'm jumping the gun today. All right, here we go. I did not begin us. Here we go. 1 and 2 and come, come, whoever you are. What? That's okay there. Worshipper, lover of believing, ours is no caravan of despair. Come yet again, come. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshipper, lover of believing, ours is no caravan of despair. Come. Hang on to that part, I've got a different one. Come, come, whoever you, though you've broken your vows 1,000 times, though you've broken your vows 1,000 times, come yet again, come. Last time, here we go. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshipper, lover of believing, ours is no caravan of despair. Come yet again, come. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Sharon Sauter, and before we do the chalice lighting, I'd like to just share a little story. Yesterday, we celebrated, we had a celebration of life for Jen Jacksa. And when I met with her husband, Wayne, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, we discussed what he wanted the food and the celebration of life to look like. And one of the things he shared with me about Jen was she had a bucket list. And she said she had everything checked on her bucket list but one thing, and that one thing was community. And as Wayne and I chatted, I talked to him about, well, she was getting involved, and yesterday I heard even more that she was getting very involved with the holiday bazaar. And so I thought about it, and I thought, well, how lovely that today is our flower celebration. And these flowers are from Jen. So I'm going to now take a flower from Jen and add it to communities so we can check off that bucket list for Jen. Thank you. I would like to call Harper up to light our chalice. All of Us Are Beautiful by Thomas Rhodes. We come in a variety of colors, shapes, and sizes. Some of us grow in bunches, and some of us grow alone. Some of us are cupped inward, and some of us are we spread ourselves out wide. Some of us are old and dried and tougher than we appear, gathering flowers together. Some of us are still in bud. Some of us grow low to the ground, and some of us stretch toward the sun. Some of us feel like weeds, sometimes. Some of us carry seeds, sometimes. Some of us are prickly, sometimes. Some of us smell, and all of us are beautiful. What a bouquet of beautiful people we are. And I forgot to say, if you are at home and on Zoom, to please sign in the chat box. But do we have anybody in the chat box?
Chalices are lit, Naples, New York, Millwood neighborhood, Parkview Hills, and that's it.
Can I have anybody who wants to come up for a story?
Hey, you want this?
Hi.
You want this? You're gonna sing happy birthday at me. You want my pop and banana?
Nope.
Can I go all over your head?
Today I want to tell you a story from 100 years ago about a Unitarian church that was in the city of Prague in the country of Czechoslovakia. The people in that church, a lot of them came from other religions or other churches. And they left their other churches because there were parts about it they didn't like. And they came to the Unitarian church, but they didn't want any reminders of the parts from their old church there. So this particular church had a lot of churches at the time were built with big steeples and church bells, but not this church. A lot of churches at the time were built with beautiful stained glass windows, but not this church. A lot of churches at the time had sculptures out of wood or stone or beautiful images and pictures on the wall, but this church didn't have any decorations. It didn't even have any candles or a chalice. It didn't have a piano or an organ. They didn't do any music. They didn't have any flowers. And the minister of this church, his name was Norbert Čapek, and he thought that something was missing. Basically, this church had 4 walls, a ceiling, a floor, and some hard wooden chairs. The people would come on Sunday, he would share a sermon, they would talk about it a little bit afterwards, and then they all left. They didn't even have any coffee or donuts. They didn't share food together either. So one day, Norbert was walking home from church, and he was pondering this situation. What is missing, and how do I introduce it in a way that helps people to feel accepting and welcoming of a new tradition, rather than not wanting anything familiar in their church from their old traditions? And as he was walking through the city pondering this, it just happened to be a beautiful spring day, much like the day we have out here today. And he was struck by the beautiful buds on the trees, and the flowers were blooming, and the vegetables were coming up. And he just was in awe of the smell of the blooming flowers and the colors. And I got a great idea, he says. I know just what I'll do. So the next week, he came to his congregation in their 4 walls with their floor and their ceiling and their hard wooden chairs with no donuts and coffee. And he said, oh, guess what? Next week, I want everyone to bring a flower to church with them. And the people were saying, what is Reverend Norbert thinking? Bringing flowers to church? Why would we do that? But they listened, and they found all different colors of flowers that were blooming, and he brought them all, and he says, put all the flowers you've brought in the center of the church. And then his sermon that day talked about the flowers that the people brought, and he said, you know what I am noticing about these flowers is that all the different colors and textures and smells remind me of all the beautiful people in this congregation. Everybody's a little bit different shapes and sizes. They have different needs. Some are higher maintenance and some are pretty easy to grow. Some people like to give a lot and share and help others grow, and some need a lot of care and a lot of love and a lot of attention and special things to help them grow and blossom. But it was everybody together that created the beauty of the whole congregation. Just like when you gather a whole bunch of flowers together, you have so much beauty before you. So this is actually a true story. And 100 years later, Unitarians all around the world have continued to have flower ceremonies in the spring, so that we can be reminded that all of us together are what make our congregation so beautiful and so rich, and such a rich tapestry of colors and textures and sizes and needs and shapes. But we're far more beautiful together than we are individually. So that's why the Unitarians always gather in the spring and bring their flowers together. And the most amazing part is when we leave, we take a different flower than the one they came with. Because it's when we give to each other that our blessings are even more rich and full and beautiful. So we're going to stay in the service today during our flower communion, and at the end, we'll all get to take a different flower. And even if we didn't come with one, there's still extra. So everybody gets to take one home with them. I know, right? That's one of the great things about being in a Unitarian Universalist church, is that there's always enough to go around and to share. All right, and you can still take one home with you. Yay! All right, we're going to go back into our seats.
We are going to
People's people are generous people. Each month, we send one of our weekly collections out into the community to help another charity in our community continue doing its good and important work. This week, El Concilio was selected by our Board of Trustees, and here to describe their important work is Adrian Vasquez Alatorre, their Chief Executive Officer. So welcome.
Buenos dias. Good morning. Thank you so much for the invitation. It's always great to be with so many kind people that I work with, some people that are out there speaking their mind and doing the work of our God. Because right now, they're difficult times, and it's sometimes hard at this moment to share what's going on in my community or share what Concilio is doing. But I'm going to share the good news. I've been here in very difficult times to share, how we were struggling a few years ago, and also came back and share that we were running a capital campaign to open a multicultural center so we can continue our work. And thanks to the support of many of you, many community members, foundations, businesses, we were able to open our community center last year in October. So that is something that we can, yes, thank you. So I say our center is like your church. You know, we welcome everybody. If you don't speak our language, if you don't, you know, you're not Latino or you're not, you know, from any Spanish country, we welcome you. We do our best to provide services. So our center focused to provide direct services to anybody that comes to our doors. Again, don't have to be Hispanic, don't have to be Latino, don't have to be, you know, just have to come with a need, and we will make sure we support you. We also open our preschool. We open our second classroom to ensure that we have more available bilingual, bicultural preschool classrooms. So now we have 2 classrooms where we're able to help provide not just care, but a learning space for early 3-year-olds and 4-year-old kids. So I'm so grateful for that. And then we also have our after-school programming that not just right now, but in the past we were doing about 20 or so kids. We have increased that to 10 more kids. So now we're up 30, and we're planning to do that more. And now we can also open the after-school programming year-round, because now we have air conditioning, you know, in our center that we didn't have in the past. Yes, you would think, you know what? No, I think we can open the center in the hot days, but no, not an old building, because it was an old building with no AC, and the windows were pretty bad. So even though we had Windows AC, the AC was not. Our kids were struggling, you know, to focus, to do what they were asked to do. And again, and our teachers too, so I didn't want to put them in this situation. So again, we fought really hard, we did this, and we're now here. We were so happy that we opened our center, but then, you know, later on things happened that we were not expecting, and now this center can be the place where we can gather, where we can bring other organizations who are joining with us, not just with with my community, but the other organizations that are fighting for justice, diversity, equity, and all those things that are being targeted right now. It is really, in the past, you know, news were to give information, but really what was going on and things that were more positive. Right now, you find all those negative things that I really gets me frustrated, you know. But I think when I come to places like this, where I can see people that smile and they agree with me, that gives me the opportunity, that gives me the hope that we continue the fight, continue to make sure that our community are going to be moving forward. Yes, we're struggling. Yes, we have so many challenges because we're different. We're speak different language. We don't have documentations. You know, we're here to make sure we build a family, build a community that all of you have been doing. Your ancestors, everybody came to this country. So we'll make sure that our center, our community, I'll share with them that you guys are standing with us. If you cannot march, if you cannot protest, if you cannot rally, send emails, make calls, and you know what I'm talking about. Because right now we all are facing challenges that, you know, we haven't faced. I've been here a few years ago. I was here since 12 years old. And I never faced this time. I never faced these so hard times that right now sometimes some of the things are happening within our center, we don't have so many solutions that sometimes I feel like powerless. But when I do read the Bible, I do follow, you know, Jesus' word, God's word, that gives me the strength to continue the fight. So please continue to do that. Please do what you can. Yes, I'm here to collect some finance support. And if you don't have it, don't donate. Come out, help, speak up. I think that's where we is going to do more change right now in these difficult times. So thank you so much for all you do. Thank you for continuing the words, God. And let's continue to unite and work together for a better community. Gracias.
Thank you, Adrian. Our offering will now be accepted. Please be generous.
Ready? Ready? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mine is the church where everybody's welcome.
in one garden. A carnival of fragrance and delight. Mine is a church where everybody's welcome. I know it's true 'cause I got through the door. We are a dazzling bouquet of every kind of flower. Jump in the vase, we've got space for more. We don't simply tolerate each other. We ask and tell, we don't just turn away. We give attention to every bud and blossom. Let every face come grace the grand bouquet. Mine is a church where everybody's welcome. I know it's true, I got through the door. We are a dazzling bouquet of every kind of flower. Jump in the vase, we've got space for more. Our demons keep trying to divide us. They document their lies to make them true. Today we're free from our judging and excluding.
Yes, we are.
Look around, enjoy the lovely view. Mine is a church where everybody's welcome. I know it's true, I got through the door. We are a dazzling bouquet of every kind of flower. Jump in the vase, we've got space for more. Well, mine is a church where everybody's welcome. I know it's true, I got through the door. We are a dazzling bouquet of every kind of flower. Jump in the vase, we've got space for more. Jump in the vase, we've got space for more.
Will you join me in giving thanks for all that sustains us? From the countless gifts we each have been given, gifts of life and love and sustenance, we bring these small portions to share in the works of love, which none of us can accomplish alone.
This is a sharing and caring community, and each week and during the service we take time out for people to come forward and share with all of us important milestones in their lives. So if you have something to say this morning, please come forward and state your name, please. You may put a stone in the bowl. The ripples then in the water represent how our lives interact and with each other. And now some silent meditation.
Our first reading today is called A Bouquet of People by Claire Feingold Thorne. Let us give thanks for a bouquet of people. We give thanks for children, like tulips and iris. They multiply around us, making the world ever more filled with color, beauty, and new life. May we bless them as they replant themselves ever further from us, knowing that they need their own space to grow into. We give thanks for generous friends, as constant in bloom as echinacea, and whose gifts lift up our body and spirit. We give thanks for feisty friends as indomitable as geraniums, and for continuous friends like bittersweet and ivy. Hold on and never let go, and can never be gotten rid of. For crotchety friends as prickly as rose bushes, their beauty a secret that is only discovered through careful gardening. For surprising friends who at first glance seem dour and then blossom into joy as quickly as forsythia. For funny friends, silly as snapdragons, and serious friends, complex as chrysanthemums. For comfortable friends, their gentle presence is soothing as the sweet smell of lilacs. For stormy weather friends who stand by us in hard times, like lily of the valley, they cannot be deterred by shade or shadow. For old friends nodding like sunflowers in the evening time, and young friends coming on like flocks. For friends as unpretentious as dogwood, as persistent as pachysandra, as steadfast as azalea, and who, like snowdrops, can be counted on to see you through the winter and remind you that spring always comes. For loving friends who wind around us like wisteria and embrace us despite our blights, wilts, and witherings. And finally, for forget-me-not friends, gone but not forgotten. Their beauty lives on in our memories and hearts. For this bouquet of people who brighten our lives, each in their own way, we give thanks. Amen.
I invite you to rise and body your spirit to sing this next song together.
Our next reading really could be summarized by what Diane told the children, but it goes into a little more detail. This is the Norbert Čapek's flower ceremony story, written by Teresa Swartz and David Swartz. His mother was a devout Catholic, his father agnostic. He became an acolyte at age 10 in 1890 at St. Martin's Catholic Church. In the years that followed, he became disillusioned. His priest was a cynic. At 18, apprenticed to his uncle, a successful tailor in Vienna, Norbert discovered the Baptists and became a minister. He founded almost a dozen churches from Ukraine to Budapest. Yet slowly, his faith became more and more liberal. He left Bohemia under government threat and accepted a call to serve a Baptist church in New York City. Until one day in 1919, that day he wrote in his journey, "I cannot be a Baptist anymore, even in compromise. The fire of new desires, new worlds is burning inside me." Norbert and his wife, Maya Čapek, joined a Unitarian church in New Jersey in 1921 for the same reason that a whole lot of you joined the church. Their children liked the religious education program. That's the power of Sunday school teachers. And kids, that's the power that you have. World War I had ended. His home country now independent, he and Maya returned home to Czechoslovakia. His Unitarian church was the Prague Liberal Religious Fellowship. In just 20 years, his church had 3,200 members. The traditional Christian communion service of bread and wine wouldn't meet the needs of his congregation because his church, like ours, had people who believed different things. Čapek turned to the beauty of the countryside, to the beauty of flowers. In 1923, he developed the flower ceremony. He asked his congregants to bring a flower to church from their garden, the field, the roadside. He invited each person to place their flowers in a vase. There was the church community, no less unique for being united. Following the service, each person could take a flower from the vase, a different one that they had brought. Čapek was a visionary minister with a church ahead of his time, a bold church, a church thinking beyond its doors, beyond what it thought possible. It was a church that was willing to take risks, to make tough decisions, to bear disappointment, to build a new way. First by building a church, and that church could build the world. That is our church. That was Čapek's church. For this, the Gestapo arrested him in 1942. The Nazis accused Čapek of listening to foreign broadcasts and sent him to the Dachau concentration camp. Even in starvation and torture, he held a flower ceremony with his fellow prisoners, finding whatever flowers they could among the weeds in the church camp. He testified to a beauty larger than themselves and a love that would outlive them. The Nazis killed Norbert Čapek, but his spirit, courage, and commitment live on today. These qualities have passed us, now to us, to make them real. So it's our turn to make these qualities real. His wife, Maya, brought the flower ceremony to the Unitarian Church in Cambridge, Massachusetts in 1940. What we are about to do is not a historical reenactment of something over and done, but an affirmation of our continuity with the generations of struggle for ever-widening liberty. This flower ceremony, lovely though it is, isn't a diversion from ugly reality, but a gentle fierceness which proclaims that even in the midst of sinister days, there is always the light of beauty. We are here not to recall something that happened, but to remember that it is happening, to remember, to put it back together again, and in that remembering, may we put ourselves back together again, each as a part of the body of this community, out of one, out of many, we become one. Today we celebrate this ritual of solemnity and joy. As Čapek asked his people to bring a flower and celebrate beauty, so shall we. We'll now bless our flowers with the words of Norbert Čapek. Infinite Spirit of life, we ask thy blessing on these, thy messengers of fellowship and love. May they remind us, amid diversities of knowledge and of gifts, to be one in desire and affection and devotion to thy holy will. May they also remind us of the value of comradeship, of doing and sharing alike. May we cherish friendship as one of the most precious gifts. May we not let awareness of another's talents discourage us or sully our relationship. But may we realize that whatever we can do, great or small, the efforts of all of us are needed to do thy work in this world. And now as we come to the end of our service, I ask that you form lines on either side, on the outside, and come forward, take a flower that you did not bring, and give it to the person behind you in line. Give them a blessing to last them through the summer. Doesn't have to be long, something simple. And please participate even if you did not bring a flower today. There, as you can see, we have plenty of flowers. So we can start with the music. We have some recorded music for us, so Jennifer can participate too. Say it again. our closing words today. Remember, we are all flowers that come in many sizes, shapes, and colors. Some of us flourish in the sun, and others in the shade. Some of us are buds not yet open, and others are a bit tattered. Some of us are destined to bloom for many years, and others only briefly. All are valued here and worthy of our care and celebration. Now go in peace and proudly share your light with the light of the world. We'll now sing as our closing song, the song we normally sing our children out to their classes. And so, to remind us of all the good things that await us as we go forth into the summer.